Day 69, Part 1. Hey, how are you? Yesterday I talked with my friend Jorge. He was at my apartment. We talked about language learning. Hey, how are you? Yesterday I talked with my friend Jorge. He was at my apartment. We talked about language learning. Part 2A. Pass. Yesterday I talked with my friend Jorge. Did I talk with my friend Jorge last week? You talked with your friend Jorge yesterday. You didn't talk with Jorge last week. Who did I talk with last week? With your friend Jorge. You talked with your friend Jorge. Did I talk with my friend Eva yesterday? No, you didn't talk with your friend Eva yesterday. You talked with your friend Jorge. Is my friend's name Jose? No, his name is Jorge. What's my friend's name? Jorge. His name is Jorge. Jorge. His name is Jorge. Did I talk with your friend yesterday or last week? You will talk with your friend Jorge yesterday. When did I talk with my friend Jorge? Yesterday. Yesterday we talked with your friend Jorge. Part 2B. Present. I'm talking with my friend Jorge right now. Am I talking with my friend Eva right now? You're talking with your friend Jorge right now. You don't talking with your friend Eva right now. Who am I talking with right now? You're talking with your friend Jorge. Am I talking with my friend Jorge right now? Yes, you are talking with your friend Jorge right now. When did I talking with my friend Jorge? You are talking with your friend Jorge right now. Part 3. Jorge was at my apartment. Was Jorge at his apartment? Jorge was at your apartment. Jorge wasn't at his apartment. Was Jorge at my apartment or his apartment? Was Jorge at your apartment? Where was Jorge? Jorge was your apartment. Was Jorge at my apartment? Yes, Jorge was at your apartment. Who was at my apartment? Jorge. Jorge was at your apartment. Part 4A. Pass. Yesterday, Jorge and I spoke about language learning. 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 What did Jorge want to talk about? Language learning. Jorge talk about language learning. Did Jorge talk about language learning? Yes, Jorge talk about language learning. When did we speak? Last week or yesterday? Yesterday. Jorge was talking about language learning yesterday. They are talking about language learning? Yes, they are talking about language learning. I spoke about language learning. Part 4B. Present. Jorge and I are talking about language learning right now. Jorge and I are thinking about language learning. Jorge and I speaking about language learning. What is Jorge are talking about? I speaking about language learning. Is Jorge talking about language learning? Yes, Jorge, you're talking about language learning. When are we talking? Last week or right now? Right now. Jorge, we're talking about language learning right now. We're talking about language learning. No, Jorge and I are talking about language learning. Yes. Part 5. Today I talking with my friend Jorge. He is now my apartment. He is at my apartment with him. We talked about language learning. We talked about understand and write better a new language. We're happy to languages. Have a nice day. Personal question. What do you talking about with your friends? Sports, politics, gossip? Sports. I talking with my friends. Sports.